Cars, they take us places. But have you ever stopped to think about what makes them go? I'm talking about the engine, the heart of the machine. The engine is a fascinating piece of engineering. It takes fuel and air and turns them into the power that moves your car. Without engines, cars would just be fancy boxes on wheels. Understanding how an engine works can be quite interesting. It's like peeking behind the curtain of a magic show. In this essay, we will journey into the world of car engines. We'll learn about their different parts, how they work together, and how they've evolved over time. At the heart of most car engines is a process called combustion. It sounds complicated, but it's actually quite simple. Imagine a tiny explosion happening inside the engine hundreds of times every minute. Here's how it works. The engine takes in air and mixes it with fuel. This mixture is then squeezed tightly inside a small chamber. A spark ignites the mixture, causing a small explosion that pushes a part called a piston. This back and forth movement of the piston is what ultimately powers the car. It's like a controlled series of explosions that keep the wheels turning. We've talked about pistons, but what exactly are they? Imagine a metal can with no top or bottom, moving up and down inside a cylinder. That's your piston. When the fuel-air mixture explodes, it pushes the piston down. This downward movement is then converted into rotational force, which turns the car's wheels. The piston is connected to a crankshaft, which is like a rotating arm. As the piston moves up and down, it pushes the crankshaft around, much like your legs push on the pedals of a bicycle. We've met the piston and the crankshaft, but there's another important player in this mechanical orchestra, the camshaft. The camshaft is like the conductor of the engine. It controls when the valves open and close. These valves are like doors that let air and fuel into the cylinder and let exhaust gases out. The camshaft is connected to the crankshaft by a belt or chain. As the crankshaft rotates, it turns the camshaft, which in turn controls the opening and closing of the valves. This precise timing is crucial for the engine to run smoothly and efficiently. Section 5. Fueling the fire, petrol versus diesel. Not all engines are the same. They can run on different types of fuel, the most common being petrol and diesel. Petrol engines are known for being peppy and responsive. They use spark plugs to ignite the fuel-air mixture. Diesel engines, on the other hand, are known for their torque and fuel efficiency. They use compression ignition, meaning the heat generated by compressing the air-fuel mixture is enough to ignite it. Both petrol and diesel engines have their pros and cons, and the choice between them often depends on the specific needs of the vehicle and the driver. Section 6. A spark of genius. The story of the internal combustion engine. The internal combustion engine has a long and fascinating history. It all started in the late 19th century with pioneers like Carl Benz and Gottlieb Daimler. These early engines were rudimentary, but they paved the way for the sophisticated machines we have today. Over the years, engines have become more powerful, more efficient, and more reliable. From the first Ford Model T to the sleek sports cars of today, the internal combustion engine has played a pivotal role in shaping the automotive world. Section 7. Electric Dreams, the Rise of EVs. While the internal combustion engine has dominated for over a century, a new contender has emerged, the electric motor. Electric vehicles, or EVs, are powered by electricity stored in batteries. They don't have pistons, crankshafts, or camshafts. Instead, they use an electric motor to turn the wheels. EVs are quiet, produce zero tailpipe emissions, and offer a different driving experience compared to traditional cars. Section 8. Greener Roads Ahead. Engine Technology of Tomorrow. The automotive world is in a state of flux. As we move towards a more sustainable future, engine technology is constantly evolving. Car makers are investing heavily in hybrid engines, which combine the traditional internal combustion engine with an electric motor. This allows for greater fuel efficiency and reduced emissions. Furthermore, advancements in battery technology and hydrogen fuel cells are paving the way for even cleaner and more efficient vehicles in the future. Section 9. Conclusion. The power within. From the roar of a sports car to the quiet hum of an electric vehicle, car engines have come a long way. They are a testament to human ingenuity and our desire for mobility. Understanding how engines work gives us a deeper appreciation for the complex machines that power our lives. As technology advances, we can expect even more exciting developments in the world of car engines. Who knows what the future holds? But one thing is certain, the journey will be fascinating.